Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and I'm reading Action Comics number 972. The Lois Lane story is one in which the other Clark Kent, the non-Superman Clark Kent, as we know of, is trying really, really hard to get in close and find out what's up with her. And he knows that he's got the little kid with her, and he's trying really hard, a lot harder than he really should. This is not investigative reporting. This is him with some kind of an ulterior motive. And it kind of seems like it's innocent, but I don't believe that for a heartbeat. I think there's actually something fishy going on. And it would be quite the storyline if he was actually evil somehow. Now, over on the other side, Zade and LaCall are going after Luther and Superman. Now, Superman again is under a red sun, so he has zero power. Well, not zero, but almost zero powers at this point. Not enough to really go head on head, but they split up, and while Zade goes after Superman, and Superman is able to do some serious Captain America and Batman style flips and all that stuff, he is able to capture Zade, and he's not actually trying to kill him or beat him up or anything. He just wants to talk to him, and he talks to him enough so that he's able to get a conversation over with LaCall. Now, LaCall, the Godslayer, he's going after Lex Luthor, and Lex, he's kind of trying to hold his own, but nah, not for long. He's getting ripped apart. Literally, his suit is being destroyed. Well, Zade comes running up and says, listen, stop. I talked to the Kryptonian, and he needs to talk to you. Superman knew that LaCall wasn't going to listen to Superman directly, not after what he pulled, so he will listen to Zade. So he stops, he listens. Superman says, listen, I'm serious. We're simply not going to do this, and you can't. He just basically reiterates the point that he's been saying in the past 2-3 issues. Well, LaCall finally decides to look into Superman's future, and this was a really great idea. Now, the cool part is that he kind of smiles and he says, fine, take him. And it kind of seems like it's a big trust thing, like, wow, this is Superman, and, he trusts Superman. Well, later on, first off, we see that the two shake hands. That's Luthor and Superman. They earlier and now, they decide, let's actually have a fresh start. And this is good because it's not the same Luthor. So Superman kind of is doing that, profiling thing, but can you blame him? I mean, geez, since the 40s, since the 30s? So either way, they're kind of buddy-buddy now. But here's the part that I don't like about this comic. And it's the reason why, guys, I'm going to give this a B. Because great story, but here's the problem. They once again do that thing where they're giving us a little bit, and both sides, Marvel and DC, have been doing this a lot lately. LaCall actually tells us what he saw. Not really, but in a sense, he shows all these different alternate futures and whatnot, but he seems to be giving the impression that Superman is going to have to kill Luthor at one point. At least that's what I'm gleaning from this, because a whole bunch of very spurious things here in the future, and I don't know. I'd rather it just be kind of an let me know later what's going on. I would like to see Zade and LaCall again later, and they could then tell us exactly what LaCall had seen. Instead, they just kind of give us a bit too much, more than we really need to know. Anyway, guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, class dismissed.